Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Project Hail Mary, and this movie is directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the same directors who did 21 and 22 Jump Street and the Lego Movie, and those are their most popular movies, and I enjoyed this one. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it looked nice overall, and there were some really fun and cool visuals in this movie at times that I really enjoyed, and I did also find this movie to be kind of funny, especially with its approach, and I think Ryan Gosling was very well cast, and it just feels as though what this movie is going for, just knowing their other movies, that being the directors, I feel as though the humor fit in line with those other films, and also it never once felt distracting for me. I was like, yeah, I can go with this, and it's not dragging any scene down. It's not making it difficult to get through or anything like that. The humor works for me very well. I was laughing a decent amount, and this movie is kind of reminiscent of other movies that I have seen story-wise and also structure-wise. And the main ones that it reminded me of were Moon with Sam Rockwell, Sunshine from 2007 by Danny Boyle, and The Martian by Ridley Scott from 2015 with Matt Damon. And it kind of felt like a mix between those three movies in a way. Not saying that's a bad thing, but I do feel as though it is reminiscent of those other films. And if you go into this movie kind of expecting that, then the movie will work for you. And I guess there's a touch of Interstellar in this movie as well. I don't really consider this a spoiler simply because this character is shown all over the marketing, but there was an alien in this movie, and I liked the alien. It was cute, fun, entertaining, liked what they did with that character, and I liked what that character brought to the film. And the visual effects in this movie looked great, and there was a few moments where, just from how it was presented visually, it kind of reminded me of Wes Anderson's style of filmmaking. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And I do feel as though one minor criticism that I would have is that I feel as though if Wes Anderson were to do this movie, or at least in the space scenes, I do feel as though that would have been a better movie for me. But that's just my own personal take on it. And I would just imagine I would be a bit more entertained by it. But anyways, to go into my actual criticisms with this movie kind of cuts back and forth between scenes in space and scenes on Earth. I'm not going to spoil anything in terms of that structure and how that information is presented, but I will say this much. The scenes in space were more entertaining for me than the scenes on Earth. I was just enjoying Ryan Gosling trying to survive in space and to communicate with this alien, and all that stuff was really enjoyable for me. And the plot of the movie, like the actual stakes and story, I didn't really care too much. It was more or less just the tone and to the characters that I was more or less attached to, and also some cool visuals at times. And I did kind of predict certain aspects of this movie that were like, yeah, the plot of the movie, it's not like the thing that I'm after in this movie. I'm more or less just after the tone and the overall presentation of how things unfold. And that's about all I have to say about Project Hail Mary without getting into spoilers. It was good. I liked it. I would probably watch it again. It was very entertaining for me, and I would like to see what else Phil Lord and Chris Miller do. I think that they're very talented and bring a lot to the movies that they make. So check this movie out whenever you get the chance. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Project Hail Mary a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Project Hail Mary, and my social media links will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Small Soldiers. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.